Guess who's back? What? Hello again, friends and family of YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and all that good stuff. This is Welcome to the second video of the Art Diary series. In this video, I'll be talking about my piece, Owlfred. Owlfred was painted about 7 years ago. Has it been that long? Once you start approaching decades, things just seem so long. When I first started painting, I painted because I needed a creative outlet other than graphic design. So Owlfred is definitely a very interesting piece for me because when I first started painting, I painted to get away from graphic design. I was working in an environment where it was more like controlled, everything you did. So once your art starts being controlled, it actually stops being fun. I put a lot of myself and my time into graphic design. I spent a lot of time and energy in that field, and then to not have your opinion respected enough as to what current trends are or anything like that, it was just kind of frustrating. So I stepped out into painting. I just, figured what the hell. When I first started painting, I didn't want graphic design anywhere near my painting. I wanted to keep the two separate. And I remember I had this art show at the Coatesville Cultural Society. I had a good conversation with one of the founding members there about keeping graphic design out of my paintings. And she looked at all of my pieces a bit confused, and she said, but it's in there, right? So as much as I even tried to keep it out of my paintings, here it was. It was still just bleeding its way through my artwork. So with Owlfred was the first time I actually decided to embrace that and go with a more graphical element. I do like illustrations. I like simple illustrations. I like anything that's vector work, icons, that kind of thing. I don't really know why I chose the orange. I thought it was just a really cool, bright color, and I was very drawn to it. A little history, I grew up with owls everywhere. My family, we had owls and elephants. Owlfred is very nostalgic for me in that he brings up a lot of childhood memories for me with, the owls that we had around and things like that. With all the line work, at the time, I was just very meticulous about a lot of things. So when I look at Owlfred, I see all of the lines I would change to this day. And I don't know if anybody else's artwork haunts them like that, but it definitely haunts me like that. He actually hangs in my in my dining room. So to see him every day, I've had to learn to fall in love with all of the tiny details that I would change day in and day out. I'd love to get into, learning the different elements to mandalas and things like that. I think that you could create like a very beautiful piece if you just took the time to understand how these designs can be made. My whole rant about Owlfred basically today is I was running from something that basically consumed me every day. Art is definitely a talent that I've been blessed with. And for a while, I ran from it and I tried to do other things. You kind of take these things for granted sometimes. Like, you've been stuck with this your whole life, but you see this over here and you're like, well, I could do this or I could do that. Why do I have to do this? And I pretty much fought that for a while until I just gave in and started embracing who I was as an artist. I think that is my life path. I think that a lot of us aren't listening to ourselves and what our talents are and things like that. And if you have one, stop running from it. Stop running from it. Maybe things, if you feel a nagging feeling every day and you're not sure what it is, you're not understanding, like if you're constantly angry, if you're constantly tense, you're not living your purpose somewhere. You should be living your purpose somewhere else. So you should find out what that is. And I'm not saying that like, hey, you shouldn't be in this marriage, or hey, maybe you shouldn't be at this job. Not, if that's your realization, that's your realization. But whatever the case, do not run from the messages in your life, your talents, and those things like that. I know so many talented people, so many whose talents I admire that just aren't using them. And it hurts. It hurts. I'm hurting for them. I know where I was when I wasn't using my talent mentally. I know where I was in my life. And I know that now that ever since I have been, embracing my gifts and using them, that it's been a little bit better. Life has been a little bit easier. This was just a quick video just to say, if you are not living in your purpose, if you are not living in your truth, if you are not living with the gifts that you have been afforded, that it is time to get up, it is time to get out there, and it is time to do that, because you have no idea what awaits. You have no idea how things will fall into place. Owlfred is a testimony to that I could not run from, who I've been for a very long time as a graphic designer, that as much as you fight to keep those things out, they will fight their way through. So thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. I will be back with another one. My next video is to actually surprise my dad with his Jimi Hendrix piece. So stay tuned, because he does not know this is coming. He's actually coming here to drop off a framed piece for me that he actually... My dad is amazing. He frames my work. He he has nurtured my talent for so long. So I can't wait to give this to him. It is truly deserved. And I will see you back in episode 3 with the Jimi Hendrix reveal. Take care, guys.